March 12th, 11:15. It is time shift day. Spring forward. What a way to keep our schedules in check. There's gotta be just endless amount of jokes for this. For some odd reason, my brain is so foggy this morning that I just can't think of it. I am not for at all. I really do wonder what the time is like if the sun were to rise. No, wait a minute, I gotta say this right. I wonder what Earth would be like. I wonder what Cleveland, Ohio would be like if we did not have our watches and earthly time adjusted twice a year in an account for whatever reasoning. I think the sun would come up like at 4 in the morning, maybe in the summer, maybe even earlier, like at mid-peak, right? Peak of the summer days. It might even be setting as early as 4 in the evening. Fall back, spring forward. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I never really cared to. Anyway, sorry. What a shardy intro. So, good morning. Confessions roll on. I cannot help it. If you can't tell, my lackadaisical look, I am just tired. A little bit tired. I'm not completely. I'm not. But I'm definitely feeling the accumulation of 5 weeks of dedicated discipline. And I have not been consistent, to say the least. So I can't even utilize that word quite yet. I don't even know if I could use the word discipline. As of recently, I have fallen off the wagon just about every day with my thou shalt nots, whether it be TV or food, candy, right? Last night was my first taste of ice cream. And I don't know how I feel about it. I do. I'm not an addicted to ice cream, and or sugar's a very touchy one. I would say, in what form of carbs do I actually get addicted to? So chips are a problem because of the flavor. All right, so all the flavor that they put on whatever chip that I decide to go after. I'm on the Zapp's Pretzels and Zapp's kettle style. It's like a vinegar. It's like a vinegar, barbecue vinegar. Not a bad combo, strangely enough, but really fucking succulent, sweet. Used to do the honey. I'm sorry, I used to do the Hawaiian sweet onion by Snyder. Those are a problem. Kettle style, of course. Gotta have that crunch. Gotta have that bite. It's a texture thing, right? So I can't just crunch up the bag and down it. I like the texture too. Cake I had, granted I only had a smidgen. I had like literally a fork-sized piece of it, maybe two fork-sized pieces, just to kind of test my reaction to it. And I definitely wanted more. Thankfully, they were quick enough at the party last night to put it away in a timely manner. I'm usually the glutton that goes behind the closet, or goes in the closet, or goes behind the doors, and hides. I have that child need to hide when I'm doing something wrong. It's really funny. But I'll be darned if it's starting to catch up to me. In that I still have snacks in my room from before Lent began, and from, the program even. Now, I bought stuff during the program that I quote-unquote shouldn't necessarily purchase, but step-by-step process will tell you that it's okay to, for me, under my under my form of thing, if it does not cause, this isn't my idea, it's a belief. Technically, if it doesn't cause any sort of actual physical debilitating reaction, like let's say you cut out, I want to use something that I want to use a drug that I've used to an extent where it has actually caused traumatic experiences if I stop, but I don't think there are any. I stopped weed and alcohol in one day, starting with when I started the program, and haven't touched it since. So technically, I went cold turkey. But the downfall is, under my idea, under my terms, I kind of smoked enough to where I just stopped feeling its effect after a while. You would have to drink, or I'd have to smoke so much. And I wasn't even willing to smoke that much. I would have preferred the placebo effect of just lighting up and thinking that I got high. Granted, I didn't really feel it, but, I was at least disciplined enough near the end to where I wouldn't be smoking it all day, at work or first thing in the morning. I couldn't do that anymore. Just too paranoid. My drugs took me to a very lonely place. Not lonely place. A place where I can be solemn and content being alone. I never felt lonely. I'd prefer to be alone. And that wasn't really serving me. It wasn't really helping me. That'll kind of set up this for a little bit later. But I know some people might argue that, going cold turkey on something like alcohol, or to an extent things like heroin or meth, is not necessarily I don't want to say not necessarily a good thing, but it's not good. It's not appropriate for some, because of the effects that it can have on your body and can have on your brain, which is understandable. I know that there are people out there, so I don't know where I'm going with this. Going cold turkey for some isn't always appropriate. I took drugs cold turkey, took them out, and I'm totally okay with that. Other things that are following that are so I masturbated once in the past month, past 6 weeks. I had to delete my Instagram immediately. I knew it was happening. Surprise, by the way, for all of you that follow and expect specific vlogging material. But I've only fapped once. And then trash music, I can actually I can tune out to an extent. If I'm in a vehicle and there's somebody playing music, extensively loud music, I will definitely feel annoyed and upset and very internally pissed off at some people's lack of respect, more or less. But as far as As far as being attached to or being influenced by music, I do not have that sort of, I do not have that ability. I will let music influence me to the extent that I personally allow it. I think I have very much control over what I hear, so to speak, and what comes into my brain. I can tune out quite a bit. Now, the actual decibel level of certain things may equate to me just disrespecting others and just not respecting human beings in general. But other sides, like gym music, people have I've heard people mention that grocery stores and things where you're just walking into a store and hearing music. What do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? I don't have that problem. I can just tune it out. No biggie. As far as the program goes, I don't think it's a problem if it's over a speaker and you can't influence it at all. If you have headphones, toss them in. If you don't, it's all about focusing on the immediate thing. Now, that's obviously the easy answer. How do you focus? To the extent where when it's just sound, I'm honestly not too sure. It's almost, I've been doing it for many years. I've been adapted myself to a musical sort of brain. So if you're not necessarily consciously aware of it, I'm not really sure how to tell you to just tune it out. But I say pop headphones in immediately. Just buy headphones. If it's at the level that you can't handle it, you buy headphones. That's what I would do. You either listen to better music, even if you're still over here. That's not even an important topic. So music isn't a problem for me. TV shows, not even TV shows. So just to be vulnerable, my childhood show is Boy Meets World, plain and simple. I haven't grown up yet. It is what it is. I am a young man with a whole lot of trauma and a whole lot of traumatic experiences with that I need answers to, and the Feeny is the man, folks. He is the man. There's always others. There's always other TV shows, but I got hooked on it again. I don't know if it was before the program started or during. I think it was before. And I gave up TV again. Well, no, yeah, I was definitely watching like a couple episodes a night, even during the program, so I couldn't check off that box at all. But then I started it up again for Lent, just to see if that sort of mind frame shift could, that sort of focus on a higher power could change things up a bit. And I'll be honest, I am not doing so well right now. Last few days, and I'm tailoring it to. I'm giving it to. The excuse is the difficulty. Is the what was the word I was looking for? Damn it. I am feeling. Oh God, man. I don't want to press pause. I want you guys to see the real vulnerability here. All right. Let's sit around here. I cannot stand this sort of stuff. I'm sorry. So, just fast forward. Overwhelmed. And I don't want to use that word because I'm not. Maybe I am. Feeling overwhelmed with everything that I'm trying to do. So in the first month, the first 3 weeks, there's a very structured, specific set of rules, not rules, guidelines, so to speak, rules that we are to follow throughout the program. The thou shalt nots. I've already said these before. And the things to do to replace them. But within a few weeks of the program, I knew I wanted to add in certain habits, either things that I've already been doing or things that help my ego feel like I'm just doing more than I could be, just checking boxes off. And then always making sure that there is room for growth, right? I am of the opinion that I don't want to be 100%. I don't want to check off all the boxes. And if I do, I want to add more. It just is what it is. So I added quite a bit to my list. I've actually doubled the list nearly. And I'm okay mentally with not hitting all of the check marks. I'm okay with that. The downfall is there's so much so that it's actually going in the opposite direction, to where I don't know how to manage everything. Now I'm maintaining the most important of the austerities, is what we call them. No drugs, no alcohol whatsoever. I actually had to throw a can away last night that was given to me. Didn't even realize until I read the can that there was alcohol in it. So I'm like, yeah, I just threw it away. It was real easy, quite easy actually. But other than that, I have started to fall off the wagon almost hardcore. My morning routine is really difficult when I have to wake up for snow removal. One of my jobs is landscaping, and during the summer it's during the day, during the winter it's during the night, and during the spring it's back and forth, and there is just no consistency to be had. So I can justify it, but I also don't want to give excuses to the point where there is a combination of slight overwhelmingness to the degree that I am giving in to temptations with certain things like TV shows and snacks, right? And those I tried to give up for Lent, and now it's like I'm getting so overwhelmed that I feel that just one or two here and there is okay. One or two TV shows and just a mouthful of snacks to get rid of them, because I don't want to be buying this stuff anymore. I've had this stuff saved in boxes for a while, and you should just get rid of it and throw it away. I am not that strong. I'm not that strong-willed. So now I'm just trying to get rid of it in a sense. The diet is progressing, I'll tell you that for sure. Oh shit. My engine light just came on. More problems. So there's, what did I just say? Ugh. Overwhelming, giving into austerities, difficulty. Wow. How dare you, devil, going off on rants like that. But yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm giving in to temptation slightly. And I don't know if I hate it. I don't like it at all. And I don't like my level of discipline at the moment. I actually was happy. I was impressed by the level of discipline. If you probably noticed a video not too long ago where my discipline levels were doing well. I was getting prideful about it. And now it is going off into the other side. It's funny because the new videos topics that we have, I don't even know where I'm going with this. I'm so woozy right now. I'm not focused at all. My feelings are very not focused, and I'm pretty sure it's things like the chips that are getting to me, just like whatever snacks I'm eating. I'm not focused at all right now. It's not like a fasting focus, even close. If you could tell. When I'm fasting, man, I'm rattling off. But I didn't even hit my fast this past week. Oh, man. And I'm almost getting like hangry in a way. I realized at one point that I was getting hangry, and I just knew it was not a feeling that I wanted to express myself with, and I couldn't control it. And it was just not good. So I had to eat something, and I remember I used supplements. I incorporated supplements, and it works. It's fine, but man, like, the discipline is insane. So I'm almost to church. I'm doing good with I'm not doing good on the road. I'm just not doing good on the road. I cannot help it. I cannot help following. I am not a leader yet, but I am also not one to follow at all. People are so upsetting. Oh, man. So doing good with connecting. Yesterday was Saturday, family gathering. Saw the nephews and nieces, saw the cousins. It was a great time. Had probably one of the best days so far. But it keeps me so busy. Like, I was busy all day. I was busy from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visiting people. Plain and simple, visiting people. So sticking to my daily austerities was impossible, you know. And Saturdays are really hard for me to wake up at 5 a.m. That's my normal wake up time, and it's soon going to be changing. So I didn't hit my walk or my video lessons. I hit a couple videos like while driving, but my morning routine is just crumbling during this time of change, this seasonal change, where I work during the day, then work at night, then work during the day, then work at night. So there's no consistency. So yeah, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm just going to recognize it and realize that you just got to hop back on the bandwagon, start back over, start fresh. I don't want to even say start. Fall back into what I already have been doing. I don't like that start fresh thing. Like, you can get addicted to starting fresh. So much so that you're okay with breaking a habit just so you can start over again. Yeah, that's not cool. So I'm at church. I'm gonna go ahead and wish y'all an expressive day. Hope you guys have a good one. I hate driving. Drive expressively. Oh, don't do that. Don't drive expressively. Drive controlled and logically. Live expressively, folks.